God bless the great state of Iowa.
What's happened in Iowa, it's been really incredible.
I have spent a lot of time and will continue to spend time in Iowa.
Rubio made 3 stops in Iowa today.
This is how you win in Iowa.
We're here in Iowa because it's another election season, which means that immigrants are at the center of the conversation. We're not really there to directly challenge what they're saying and to question even the facts that they're saying, right?
If it weren't for me, you wouldn't even be talking about illegal immigration.
People who are coming illegally obviously are coming with a bad intent. Let's just be honest.
You have overstayed your welcome. You are taking advantage of the American people. It's time for you to go.
So we thought we should come to you guys. We should come to people who are actually directly impacted by the immigration debate. And instead of having a debate, actually have a conversation. So raise your hand if you're undocumented. You are all undocumented and you are living in Iowa?
Yes.
Okay.
I have been in Iowa for 10 years now. We came here when I was 11.
Who's we?
My brother. I am Kenia Calderon.
I am David Calderon.
We just had to come. El Salvador was becoming really bad. At a young age, at 9, I knew that if you were to come across a backpack or a bag at a park or a public place, you were not to touch it. You were just to leave it there. Gang members were decapitating bodies and putting their heads in a backpack and just leaving them at random places. That's how bad the crime was.
A lot of times I sit at home, but I just kind of think of all the people back in El Salvador and like all the kids that I grew up with, like the kids that I would play on the block with. They're all probably either dead or gang members by now. You know, why am I here and not them? Why do I get the chance to survive and they don't?
I want to talk about that painful part. It's like, what is that one moment being here that you realized that you were this illegal criminal person that they talk about?
We got our DACA. That was supposed to be, you know, like our big moment.
It makes no sense to expel talented young people who, for all intents and purposes, are Americans, simply because of the actions of their parents.
Everything was supposed to be solved. Everything was supposed to be bright and sunny. But for me, it was more of a guilt trip. My name is Erin Sanchez. I have a social security number. I can get a job. I can get a license. But my father can't. And I'm here because of him. Instead of, you know, making me feel better about all these opportunities that were going to open up for me, it made me feel worse. And like I sank deeper into depression. It's been hard. And it's a battle.
We shared that together.
Really?
Yeah. We don't talk about that enough. And for me, sometimes it's really hard because I think people expect me to be like, together.
It's really hard.
Yeah. How about you?
I came to give my daughters a better life.
And how old are your children?
25.
You're her daughter.
I'm her daughter.
Oh,
yes.
got
it. 23.
22.
22. Thank you.
My name is Nilvia Brownson. I am Mónica Reyes.
Mi nombre es Brenda Rodríguez. Last time he beat me really bad. I was in the hospital. I didn't want me to die and my daughter stay there without knowing what their future was. So why I am considered a criminal, you know?
Our mom came here to protect her 2 daughters from a very violent biological father, to give us a better future. And she has managed to do so. Like, you have been successful in that, Mom.
So we're all out of the shadows except Mom?
Kinda, yeah. Mommy's still in the shadows. she can't get a good job like me and Elliott. She's qualified for it, but she can't because no tiene papeles.
I get offered good jobs and I cannot take them. So I know I can get a better job, but because of the status, I have to deal with whatever I can.
I could do nothing. It was completely out of my power to help my mom do better. And it was really like eye-opening to really realize what she had gone through her whole life and she had sheltered me from. The sacrifices she made to shelter me from this feeling of not being able to have the opportunities that other people had. That was the most painful moment in my life.
How many people here consider themselves American? Okay. Can you explain to me why you didn't raise your hand?
What will it take for me to identify as an American? For this country to acknowledge my parents' hard work.
What did that mean? Reliable? Reliable? No. Reliable. Reliable.
Growing up, all I wanted was to have a college degree, to give it to my parents as a gift for everything that they did, for every toilet that they have washed. When I can say that my parents are secure, that they have deportation relief, that they have a social security, or even just a driver's license, I think I will be able to identify myself as an American, but not right now.
One day, I might not be able to say goodnight to my mom. I might not be able to receive a kiss from her on my cheek. To think that there's people that I went to school with who are really supporting someone who would take my parents away from me.
If I were to be deported and my daughter could grow up without her mother, that would be the worst thing in the world for me. Just because she is my everything now. She's my everything. I couldn't force her to come back to Mexico with me. That's no life for her. I think that's what's missing from the discussion. A lot of Republican candidates, why, if they are so strong on religion and family values, why do they believe it's okay to tear apart millions of families?
Until we get that border secure, it's not going to stop. It's like a serious wound. You want
I
to
am,
staunch the flow.
adamantly against illegal immigrants.
I am undocumented Iowa. Soy indocumentada en Iowa.
I am undocumented Iowa.
I am undocumented Iowa.
I am undocumented Iowa.